I am doing this video to attempt to demonstrate the goal of my current project, which is to support a web page interface to control the speed and select the text files and select the saddle frequency and a number of other parameters in the keyers that send the eBook text files over the Mumble ICW server. The current web page, which is very preliminary, is seen here, and it's just using a local IP. I'm not going through the dynamic DNS to come back in that way, but that works when I set it up. And the web page is being served out by a ESP32 module. This Arduino project that happens to be in the background here uses a library from the ESP8266, and this is where I started with a demo from a guy who runs random nerd tutorials. Rudy somebody, I can't think of his last name, but I believe his first name is Rudy. And I had done this demo of his last year on an ESP8266 and then set it aside. I had not worked on a web page to actually interface to a keyer. And recently I started working with an ESP32. Both of those modules provide onboard Wi-Fi for very low cost, amazing capabilities for such low cost devices. And my goal is where currently the eBook keyers are user controlled by sending simple CW commands. I'd like for that to be able to work through a web page. I am not optimistic I'll ever have anything robust enough to work, but it's interesting to play with and try to learn some of these things. I guess it's a month or more ago I first took the random nerd tutorial web page, which blinked an LED or something, and the HTTP code was basic enough that I could actually understand it. And so I set up this web page that you see here, and it actually works. People can enter speed, or I can actually enter speed or side tone or click to select a file, but it doesn't actually control a keyer. At this point I do have a serial TTL UART type link running at 115,200 baud, and the web page, in response to actions on the web page, the ESP32 sends serial text over to the keyer. Currently the keyer just accepts that as if it were typed on a keyboard and turns it into CW. So if I enter a new speed, say of 56 words a minute, and click submit, we will get a CW message generated by the keyer that reports that the new speed is 56 or something like that, but we will not see the actual keyboard speed change. The keyboard speed is currently 47. The paddle speed is currently 18. Side tone is not displayed here. This was the last command that was sent. So before starting this video, I had sent a new side tone frequency of 600, and that is displayed in the web page, because when a new value is entered, the web page stores that and sends the simple message to the keyer, not the command sequence. That hasn't been implemented yet. Eventually the web page needs to be able to query the keyer and say, hey, what is the current speed and side tone and other parameters, and display all of them. But at least this proves the basic concept that I can take an action on the web page. So I will submit here, and we should see a message on the LCD, and hear that same text message as CW. Let's see if that works. So that's taking the current speed of the keyer, sending the text message, and the web page is updating to show 56. If I do the SAT tone, which the current one is 600, so to see something change here, I'll go to 620, and again, nothing will actually change in the keyer. And if I select file 7 or file 1, so, as I say, the concept is proven. The next place to do programming of actual code, software code, is in the keyer to define a serial protocol for command sequences, which is well within my ballpark. The web page stuff, I should be able to add new features over here to set other parameters in the keyer. Probably won't do that anytime soon because these are the basic ones. The other ones will be to click a button to jump ahead in the text file, jump back in the text file, a fixed amount, not a user-defined amount, or to reset to the beginning of the file, and probably a few other things. Probably not as many things as the current mode supports, that allows users to control the keyers in the eBook rooms by sending simple one-character CW commands, like the letter U for up 5 words a minute, and D for down 5 words a minute, and I think E and T are 1 word a minute steps. One of them is up and one's down. I don't remember which. But I at least think I will be able to complete this project and get a keyer online experimentally in the Mumble server to let the rare user actually try it. Whether it'll be robust enough is another question. After first getting to this stage, maybe a month ago, I decided to go back to a Raspberry Pi, because there is a Raspberry Pi interface to each of the eBook keyers, or to 2 of them anyway. And all that's used for is the audio connection to and from the keyer and the Mumble login on the Raspberry Pi. And I thought it'd be nice to do this in Raspberry Pi, but the JavaScript and other files involved in generating the sample web pages that only blinked LEDs were way too sophisticated for my level of understanding, and I decided, after a lot of playing around and getting the demos to work and having some nice pretty little web pages because the demo provided them, and things like that would be nice for this application, but just beyond my capability. So we will see how this goes, and I will try to stop this video now.